just like my grandmother and her grandmother before her, when it comes to taking care of my physical appearance, my body, I like to bathe with products that are very natural for the body and that don't have too many chemicals that are not very good for the body. So when it comes to bathing, I really like to bathe with a Castile soap made out of either pure coconut oil or olive oil. In my botica, which is my bathroom cabinet, you will always see cocoa butter. I love to use a lot of 100% cocoa butter. For bruises, you will see pomada de arnica. I like to use African shea butter. This is something that was introduced to me when growing up here in the United States with the African Americans who use a lot of shea butter, and so I like to use a lot of shea butter. But one product that you will find in our grandmother's botica, in our grandmother's kitchen cabinet, was this: La Agua Maravilla, the Wonder Water. This is a product that you will always find in many of our grandmothers' bathroom cabinets, and you wouldn't believe the uses, how many uses you can use for Agua Maravilla. Agua Maravilla in English is translated to mean wonder water, and it is the wonder water. If there was a fountain of youth that Juan Ponce de Leon, the Spanish conquistador, was searching for when he went to Florida and Puerto Rico, this would be the water that he was searching for, because it is just so healthy for the skin. So today I'm going to talk to you about Loción Maravilla, the wonder water, known in English as witch hazel. There's one thing that I've learned as I've gotten older, that if it's not broken, then don't fix it. And I've noticed that a lot of people go to botanicas and new age shops looking for that witch's elixir, that witch's tincture per excellence. And they spend a lot of money on products that really don't work, when a lot of the products that our grandmothers used were the best. They really are the best. And one of the witch's tinctures per excellence, or excelente, is what we call in Spanish La Agua Maravilla, or Maravilla Lotion. Maravilla Lotion is known as witch hazel in English. The herb itself is known as Hamamelis or Olmo Escocés, which right here, it's the witch Agua de Maravilla, miracle water. It has so many uses for the body. It's good for as a facial toner, degreasing the hair. It reduces inflammations and scars from pimples. It soothes sunburns. It treats dry skin. It's good as a toner. It helps heal bruises and cuts. It helps heal scars, soothes rashes, cleanses oily skin, treats acne. It shrinks pores. I use this like it was holy water. It gets rid of dandruff, reduces stretch marks, helps with bags under the eyes, helps heal cold sores, soothes bee stings and bug bites, and soothes minor burns. And whenever I get this in my house, I mean, my kids often hijack it, because this is something that I constantly buy. I've always bought this, and I use it for everything. It was something that my grandmother used, and a lot of people spend a lot of money on these elixirs or these tinctures that don't work, when they need to go back into history and look for what the olden, our grandmothers used to use. And Maravilla, Loción Maravilla, in a Puerto Rican household, in a Hispanic household, our grandmothers you will always find this in their kitchen, in their bathroom cabinets. They use it for everything, and you can use it for your general beauty care, but also it's got some spiritual and magical uses that I would like to share today. Now, there are two plants that I recommend each witch or each brujo grow in their garden. One being ruda, which is rue, and the other being witch hazel. The witch hazel is more like a shrub or a small tree, and it blooms. It blooms like a yellow flower, and it grows all the way from like around until late October and December. Actually, my ruda, we're in January right now, and it's still green outside, and it's been cold. And I do have a witch hazel plant, and it was yellow all the way. It's still a little yellow outside, but it has a lot of magical uses. So I would recommend that everyone who uses, who loves to have magical plants, that they grow ruda, and they also grow a witch hazel. Witch hazel, or let's call it Agua Maravilla, which is what you see here, has a lot of magical uses. So if you can't get the plant, you can get witch hazel, and I'm going to leave some links below where you can pick up witch hazel. This brand you can pick up on a couple links that I've left down below. You can pick it up at Walgreens, at Walmart. I don't know about this brand, but this is the brand that most Hispanics use, and there are a lot of magical uses for witch hazel or for La Agua Maravilla. One being for chastity, fidelity. It's used for protection. It wards off rivalry or love rivals. It's used in love spells and to promote fidelity, used in love baths to remove unwanted emotions or vibrations. It wards off negativity and hexes. It's used in healing charms, used to mend broken hearts, and to help quickly ease, those emotions we feel when we lose a love. So I'm going to show you some ways that I use La Agua Maravilla, and I'm leaving some links below if you can't find this brand, where you can find this brand online. Here in a Spanish bodega, it costs around $3. So I'm going to leave a couple of links down below where you can pick it up. But I would recommend also to grow the witch hazel shrub or tree. It grows around. It's a nice little shrub, beautiful colors. The leaves turn into like this oval yellowish color, and it blooms late October and all the way until December. So I really recommend it. Gather those herbs, simmer it, and use that water. It's so good for the skin, for your beauty products, for your skin, and it also, you can use it in your spiritual and magical workings. So I'm going to show you some ways on how I use it in some of my spiritual work and some of my magical works. So there are many ways or many uses of Agua Maravilla, the Maravilla Lotion, witch hazel. And I'm going to show you some ways that I use it, some spiritual ways that I use it. I mean, I've talked about many ways of using it, but here's some ways that I personally like to use it. I like to drink a lot of teas. This right here is mint herb bags. And what I like to do is mix some Agua Maravilla here in cool water. This is not even hot, this is cool. Mix it with Agua Maravilla and some water, and I let it soak. And what I do is I place this in my eyes. This is really good for your eyes, to remove any bags from your eyes. But not only is it good for removing bags from your eyes, it's also really good to help you see things clearly. Things that you feel something is happening, but you want to see clearly in your life. So you place these under you close your eyes, you relax, you meditate, and you place these under your eyes so that you can see clearly in any situation, especially in situations that have to do with love. Another way to use Agua Maravilla is in love baths. You can mix Agua Maravilla with roses. Here I have it in a spray bottle. Okay, I'm trying to find, okay, there it is. I have it in a spray bottle and I mixed it with roses. You can use this to spray around the bed for love, for passion. You can mix rose water with Agua Maravilla in a love bath, okay? You can use this to spray the bed, the wedding bed, to ensure fidelity, to ignite passion. It's good for that, for that. Another thing that I like to use La Maravilla is I place a glass of water by my bed and I mix equal parts of Maravilla water or a witch hazel and holy water. Okay, here's a bottle of holy water. I mix equal parts. And if I feel something is, I feel like I'm under attack or I'm having a restless sleep, then I take some alum, and I place a little piece of alumbre or alum and a piece of camphor into the cup, and I place this by my bed. This will absorb any negative vibrations that are around me when I'm sleeping. It will promote a peaceful, restful sleep. If you have animals, you want to make sure, like especially cats, you want to make sure that your animals don't drink this, so cover it. But you can place this by where you sleep, where your head is, to promote a partner who you don't want them to cheat. You can place this under their bed where they sleep. So the bed is here, and under the bed you can place this cup under where their head would rest. And you would change that once a week. It's good to help you protect against psychic attacks, just to promote a restful sleep. If you cannot if you don't have the fresh witch hazel, what you can do also, you can use this in charm bags for healing a broken heart. What you do is you would sprinkle some maravilla on cotton balls. And you can use this as well to cleanse the skin or to cleanse a cut or anything like that. But what you can do is also, you can soak some cotton balls, or not soak, sprinkle some cotton balls with Agua Maravilla, and you let it dry out. What I like to do is I let it dry out, and I use the cotton balls when they're dried in charm bags, especially for charm bags for people who want to heal from a broken heart, or they want to weave a strong relationship with a partner. So I use that as well. If I don't have the fresh leaves of La Maravilla or witch hazel, then I use that and I mix it into the cotton balls, which is very good in charm bags. I let it dry out and I place it into charm bags. So these are simple ways that I use La Maravilla, La Agua Maravilla, or the witch hazel water. And I'm leaving some links below where you can get this brand. It's very good for the skin. It purifies, it soothes, it cleanses, it removes scars or helps heal scars. And I highly recommend you use Maravilla, especially if if you feel a rival is throwing at you or is trying to attract your partner. Like I said, without your partner knowing, you would mix half of the cup with water, Agua Maravilla, and half with holy water. You can put alumbre, a piece of alumbre, which is alum. This is what this looks like right here. Alumbre, and some camphor, so that your partner is true to you and stays true only to you. It's good for against psychic protection, against psychic attacks. So there are many ways to use La Agua Maravilla, and I totally recommend it. Anyways, this is Sancista Brujo Luis. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please hit that like button, please subscribe, and please share on your favorite social media. This is Sancista Brujo Luis, Santo Sanse. Another way of using Agua Maravilla or Maravilla Lotion is, like I said, I make a spritz. And you can mix a rompesaragüey, espanta muerto. What you would do is you would mix that with your Agua Maravilla and a little bit of vodka, and you would add it to a spray bottle. And you can use that to spray around the house if you want to remove negative vibrations, hexes, jinxs. You can use, an herb that will repel negative vibrations, to break jinxes, to break curses. So you would mix a little bit of the Agua Maravilla with the herb, any herb that you use to break hexes, and a little bit of vodka, and you save it into into one of these bottles, and you can spray around the house. For your husband, if you have a husband or a partner that you want to make sure is what's the word I want to use? It's fidel. How do I? It's true to you, or stays true to you. You mix a Agua Maravilla with roses. Pray over it, holy water, and you can spray his clothes after you wash his clothes, his underwears, or her underwear, or whatever. You can sprinkle all the clothing with this. You can sprinkle the closet. You can spray where that person keeps his clothes. This will make sure that your love is true to you. Fidelity it's good for fidelity, so you can use Maravilla for that as well. And again, you can use it in love baths. It's one of the ingredients that you can use with flowers. Just a few drops of Maravilla water into your bath with roses and with honey and with brown sugar is good as a love bath. So I would definitely, there's many ways that you can use Agua Maravilla in your spiritual and magical working. Another way of protecting not just the bed where you sleep or where you place your bed, because this is very good for clarity and for protection while you sleep, but you also want to protect those entrances of the home or windows where a lot of negative vibration does enter through the doorways. So you want to keep a glass mixed with Agua Maravilla or witch hazel. Now you don't necessarily need a candle, but you want to place by the door a glass mixed with holy water, witch hazel, alcanfor, alumbre or alum. You can add drops of bay rum if you want. You don't have to. And you can also add drops of agua florida. If you want to attract any negative vibration from entering into the home as well as by your bed, you can take una piedra de imán, a lodestone or a natural magnet, and you can drop it into the water, as this will attract all negative vibration from entering into the house. This you can change once a week, once every 9 days, but you never let it go completely down, okay? So you want to make sure that it's always clean. It will pick up any negative vibrations. It will pick up envy. If people throw a hex, a jinx, it will not come in through the doorway. So you want to place it by the doorway. This is a doorway. Or you want to place it by the bed where you place your head on a nightstand, making sure that if you have pets in the home that they do not drink this water. So, you want to, make sure it's covered if you have pets, especially cats and dogs who like to drink anything. And this could be very toxic to your pets. So make sure you take care of your pets and little children. But if you feel negative vibration is entering into the home from maybe a neighbor who likes to give you the evil eye or is very envious, you can place that by the doorway, and this with the magnet will absorb any envy or any negative vibration that the person may bring into the home. Changing this once a week or once every 9 days, but never allowing it to ever get dried up. Always making sure that the glass is cleaned. I'll change the glasses. Don't always use the same glass. But anyways, these are certain ways that you can use La Agua Maravilla or witch hazel. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please hit that like button. Please subscribe. Please share on your favorite social media. This is Sancista Brujo Luis. Leave a comment. Hit those like buttons. It motivates me to do more videos. I hope you enjoyed it. Sancista Brujo Luis.